Welcome, everyone. This is Insights with Robin, reminding you to enjoy and appreciate what makes us uniquely extraordinary. Hello, friends. How's everyone doing? My topic for today is called unconscious bias. I must ask myself the question, have I ever portrayed unconscious bias? The answer is yes. And I believe everyone at some time in their life has done the same. Unconscious bias refers to the automatic, unintentional assumptions or stereotypes we have about people, based on things like race, age, disability, or someone's appearance, without even realizing it. These biases are based on our past experiences, culture, media, or childhood upbringing. They can affect how we perceive and interact with others while making decisions. Let's ask ourselves a question. When it comes to race, are we assuming or making assumptions and judgments based on their skin color alone? An example of this is when I went to a black neighborhood and I was with two white friends who were feeling quite uncomfortable. They were afraid of the possibility of being in harm's way and wanted to turn the car around. I had to explain to them, just because we're in a black neighborhood doesn't mean that there would be people that would do harm to them. Every community has the same potential to want to hurt you, regardless of your race or ethnic background. And just because it's a predominantly black neighborhood, they became fearful for no reason. The story I just told, unfortunately, reflects on how easy it is to assume that a certain race is up to no good. But in reality, everyone just wants to be respected and treated as equals. Another example that we can ask ourselves is regarding age and how we could be unconsciously biased when it comes to our elderly. To assume that our precious elders are worthless or should not be seen or heard or just thrown into a nursing home like garbage is totally ludicrous. Our elderly deserve our total respect and love. And don't forget, we're all going to be old if we're so fortunate. And I think when we get there, we will want to be treated with dignity and respect in a very loving way. Our children are the ones missing out because our elderly, they have so much wisdom and love to give to them. So let's embrace and love and take care of our elders. They need us, and more importantly, we need them. Another way we can show the unconscious bias is how we treat those with disabilities. Since I'm disabled in a wheelchair, I know how it feels to have people treat me like I'm invisible or like I don't have a mind. But I'm like everyone else. I just can't walk. But as you can see, I talk very well. I have an example of how unconscious bias can be very hurtful to others. I had an experience with my youngest daughter, Erica, when we went to the bank and she pushed me up to the counter to talk to the teller. Without thinking, the teller automatically asked my daughter, "What can we do for her?" instead of talking to me directly. My daughter replied to her, "You can talk to my mother yourself." It was at that point that the teller looked flustered and with remorse said she was sorry. So, as we can see, assumptions were at the cornerstone of that interaction. Because I was in a wheelchair, she assumed I couldn't talk and didn't have a mind of my own. On behalf of all people with disabilities, I'd like everyone to know that our disability does not define who we are. Unconscious bias shows up in subtle, often unintentional ways. Let's all strive to be aware of our unintended biases towards others. It's a work in progress, but one that is so very important as we endeavor to live our lives with more empathy, compassion, and love. There will be a wonderful time in the future where there will be no prejudice based on biases or stereotypes, and where everyone will be treated with fairness, equality, and dignity, no matter who we are. You have been listening to Insights with Robin. What a joyful experience to share my innermost thoughts with you. For more inspirational insights, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube, or go to insightswithrobin.com or find it on your favorite podcast app. We thank you for donating by clicking on the links for PayPal or Cash App. This is your host, Robin. Until next Wednesday, keep smiling.